Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your time this evening. Thank you for being with us. I thank WoM for giving me an opportunity to be a host and a moderator for the audience. With that, I also would like to highlight the topic of the show. I'm sure you're eagerly waiting to learn during this session while we're there in our. So, the first topic of the show is tricks of WhatsApp marketing that we'll be covering soon. The second topic will be enrich your creativity through graphic designing. To spread the word of knowledge, we have our industry experts who will be joining us shortly. While I get my speakers, let me welcome my co host, Ashish Singh. May I please have Ashish? Welcome, Ashish.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, Ashwin.
So, friends, without losing any more moments, let me invite our experts with creative minds. So, I have my favorite, that's Susheel Ivan, a magician with hat who is
So,
known from the world of graphics. Then, my second expert is Nikita Hora, an entrepreneur with oceans of experience in the world of digital. Welcome both.
Hi
thanks.
everyone, thank you.
So, Nikita, as you know, the first speaker you'll be on a show, and as the
Sure.
topic is decided, tricks of WhatsApp marketing. As you know, you, me, everybody in day-to-day life, it's a medium that we use regularly.
Correct.
However, I would like to know what's your opening remark on this tool, and at the same time, what difference can it make in a business world today? So, with that, you can please take the lead.
Sure. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you, Ashish, for having me here. So, before I answer what WhatsApp marketing is today, I would love to say a little bit about myself. So, I've been in industry for more than 10 years. One thing which I have noticed is it's always keeps changing, right? It's a dynamic industry. Like digital marketing per se, if you see 10 years back and today, it's really very different. So, if I can have a presentation, I can show, how it was before 10 years and how it's been growing, right? Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So, as I just mentioned before a few minutes, right? There is one thumb rule that it keeps changing. It's a dynamic industry. So, in 2009, WhatsApp app was launched in India. Can I have a next slide? Yeah. To be specific, May 3, we launched app in India. So since then, it was like, it came very handy for business entrepreneurs, for customers to actually communicate with the owners for their product, for their service, for advertising, for promotion, to give a feedback, to give testimonials, everything. So it works fabulously. Since 2012-13, Facebook actually thought of capturing this audience for monetization. Like that's why they created WhatsApp for Business, the other app, which was again launched in Jan 2018. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, so that's when WhatsApp business app was launched. So today when I'm speaking about WhatsApp, my whole criteria, my whole intention will be to share the insight and the tricks on WhatsApp marketing, how you can leverage this app for communicate with your audience, your clients, your customers, right? Yeah, even in if you take latest stats, 2019 itself had 3 million users on WhatsApp, which they were using for WhatsApp business already. Yeah, can we have next slide? Yeah. So if I have to share a quick trip, for WhatsApp business app, how many of you agree that pulling audience to your Facebook group or pulling audience to your website is difficult? Do you find it difficult to get more traffic day on day, month on month, to get traffic on your website or your group or Instagram, or get more followers on Twitter? Is there a struggle there? And have you ever thought of solving that struggle using WhatsApp? Most of would say yes. There is a, yeah. So there is always a struggle of getting more people into your community. So what you can do is, WhatsApp business actually have space to write more information about yourself, your business, right? So there you can take this advantage and put your URL, the Facebook group or website URL, and pull your WhatsApp communication, WhatsApp viewers, WhatsApp audience to your Facebook community, right? So it helps to bring audience from one platform to another platform, right? So this is a quick tip. If you are very if you are struggling to get more and more audience on your website, this is a good trick to actually pull more audience to your website. Yeah, can we have the second slide? Yeah. So if you have noticed, in WhatsApp business, there is a facility which is not available on normal WhatsApp. There is another feature called away message. When that away message is used is when you are not with your phone and somebody actually approaches you or writes you a message. There is an automation which quickly replies to the person who have pinged you, right? Because the whole industry, digital industry itself, is moving towards giving a quick reply to your customers, right? So Facebook is actually aiming to reply its customers, its audience, less than 3 seconds. So is Google, so is LinkedIn, so is Twitter, right? Each major platform is struggling, or it's moving towards a quick reply. So you can capture it, you can leverage that away message. What you can do is you customize your away message in such a way that it gives a personalized touch to the person who is reading it, and also it helps people to read about yourself. So if I was in your shoes, what I will do is write a message something like this: hey, I am Nikita VORA, I am a digital marketer, I am busy with my webinar. You can read about me on my website or on my Facebook. Message you as soon as possible. Regards, Nikita VORA, digital marketer. So this is how you can personalize a message and still bring more traffic to your profile. Because when they see your profile, they see your content, they know you better. If there is a sales pitch going to happen, if they have seen your testimonials, if they have seen your awards, if they have seen your achievement, the negotiation might be bit into your favor, right? Because they know your work, they see your performance. So it helps to actually leverage your profile heavy. So this is how you can actually draft WhatsApp away message for yourself and still get upper hand on your profile. Yeah, can I have third slide? Yeah. So stories, right? Everybody is putting up stories. Either it could be burger I am eating, or it could be chai I am enjoying in rain, right? So use this 24 hours type of marketing, like it's a newspaper kind of marketing, right? It is live, it stays there for 24 hours. So use it for impulsive buying, impulsive offers, right? Give so lucrative offers that a person is obligated to push or to click on that link and avail that offer, right? So use this kind of stories, which helps to at least communicate or engage your audience better, right? Yeah, can we go for next slide, please? Yeah. So WhatsApp have recently started sharing your unique QR code, right? So even if you are engaging yourself into different kind of marketing, say print ad or pamphlets or brochures or website, thanks to UPI, thanks to Paytm, everybody are now comfortable scanning a QR code and talking to people, right? So you can use your own unique QR code and put it on the BTL activities or your website or anything you do, any activity you do, and communicate with your customers. So it becomes easy for your customers to actually approach you. Like if they are seeing organic vegetable brochure and you have your QR code and you have written that you can chat with us directly, all they have to do is scan the QR code and put their query forward, right? So you can actually communicate real fast with your customer and reduce the selling time, the sales cycle actually. Yeah, can we have the last trick please? Use quick replies. Yeah, so one thing entrepreneurs are always held band on, they don't like monotonous, they don't like to do routine. One of the key feature why they are entrepreneurs is they are done with the routine. That's why they are there in that field, right? So how does WhatsApp business help you here? If I am a boutique owner and I'm showcasing black kurti, one question I'm always going to get it: what is the price of it, what is the size of it, how much are you going, how much time will you take to deliver, or is it available online? So these are the monotonous question every customer will ask you before buying, right? So what you can do is there is a feature called quick replies. You can type your whole answer, the monotonous answer, and give a quick keyword to it attached to it. So once that questions pop up, what is the price, all you have to do is use forward slash and write black dress, the whole detail of the black dress with images, with details, would be readily available for you to just click it. You can even personalize it if you want. Yeah, so these are the fast 5 quick tip on WhatsApp business. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I am ready to answer. Yeah. We have to create two WhatsApp, one personal, one business. So, yeah, Chanda, there is one thing. What you can do is you can convert your personal WhatsApp number into your business one, right? Business WhatsApp has all the feature mostly which your normal WhatsApp has it, right? So what I will advise you to is you can only use one number for WhatsApp business. Like on one number only one WhatsApp will work. So better use one professional business number, and you can use it as your personal WhatsApp as well. So I hope it answers your question. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what so we have one more question. What would be what would be the best way to create engagement for community for non profit organization through WhatsApp business? So how you can engage is there is something called catalog, right? There is something called group. You can create a group, you can share a content. I'm sure if you create a group with the same interest, everybody would be interested in the content you are sharing, right? So for whether it's non-profit or an organization, you can create a group with one interest and keep posting the relevant content, or create a content which which is engaging, which is value adding for members, and then you can create more engagement. All depends on the valuable content you produce. Yeah, thanks. What are the challenges of business WhatsApp to be initiated in an organization? So not major challenges. What you can do is you and your whole team can use different WhatsApp numbers if you want, or if you have a bigger team, you can also leverage WhatsApp API, which comes really very handy, and it helps to communicate better with your customers. Right. So there are no major challenges. It's just that you have to mind the tone of the whole team, or you have a dedicated team, dedicated person handling the communication. So it helps to use one tone, one branding for your company. Yeah. How to send bulk WhatsApp promo message? How much does it actually cost, and how much does it work? Okay, so here is thing, Chirag. I do not actually recommend bulk promo. It's for according to me, it's spam. What I suggest you is you can invite a create landing page, engage people, let them come to your sales funnel, then you keep sending them a promo message with their permission. So if you do promo message with their permission, it is not a spam, right? It is authentic. You are selling them, you are giving the information which they are asking for. Okay, there are many apps in the market to send bulk WhatsApp messages. You can even purchase data and push it, but it's actually a spam. It doesn't work. The rate of it would be something like 2 or 3 inquiries being generated after sending thousands and thousands of messages. So according to me, that's not the right approach to actually communicate with your customer. The one thing I recommend is you create engagement with your customer by bringing them to your sales funnel, and then engaging them, nurturing them, and then taking it ahead. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. If we make a group of customer, they may exit. What to do? Don't create a group of customer, create a broadcast message, right? They have to, of course, save the number. So what you can do is create a broadcast, send them first personalized message saying that I have added you to my broadcast list. Is it okay if I shared some valuable inputs with you on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis? So you, that is the way you respect the customer, and that is the how you engage them. Okay, so group is a forced thing. I would also not recommend you to create a group for your customers, because if at all your competitor gets in, somehow they are just swiping away the leads which you have put in so much of efforts to create for yourself. So I would not recommend creating group for customers. I would recommend go for broadcast, and then ethically just ask them a permission to actually send them a broadcast. So even they, that way they will also save your number. Yeah, I hope that answers. Is WhatsApp marketing only bulk messaging, or how I can make it personalized? WhatsApp messages is not bulk marketing. You can actually do very personalized messages. There are so many apps which help you send them a personalized message, even using through WhatsApp. My only thing is you need to take permission or communicate first with the customer, saying that I would be sending you the messages, right? Taking the permission and then engaging them. Don't just share promos, don't just do marketing. Give them value, educate your customers about your product, and I'm sure it works every single time. Experience speaking. Yeah. Yasmin, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. Yeah, Yasmin.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Can anybody get the license to use WhatsApp, as in getting app easy, some way out?
API. Yeah, so it's not easy. You have to go through lots of process, because of course Facebook doesn't want you to spam everybody. They want only authentic people to leverage this app. So of course, but it is available. You show them, go through the whole process. But getting an API is like, APIs are available for authentic business owners. Yeah, that's available.
Okay, sounds good. So again, I think I have a question from Vishal. If we
Yeah.
make a group of customers, they may exit, and same time they may complain about services, which may impact negative.
Correct, Vishal. Absolutely. So that is the reason I don't recommend you creating a group for your customers. Better go for a broadcast.
So there is another question by viewer Naveen Thakur. How easy is to integrate bots to WhatsApp for automation, and to what extent can this be customized?
Oh, it is very easy. Once you get through the whole process, it's very easy. And trust me, you can customize it to the core, from your name, from the product they purchase, from their behavior. It can be, it is like a MailChimp or any, mail server. It can be customized, the whole message, whole content can be customized
All
according to
right,
your product and services.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So there is a question by another viewer, Sumit Jain. What is the average conversion rate or click-through rate one can expect from WhatsApp business? That's a very important question in a business.
Yeah. So Sumit, it all depends on the data you are using. If you are sending to people who know you, you have already communicated with them, you have already established a relation with them, then of course the click-through rate is very high, because once they see your message, they want to see what you are sending them, how you are adding value to them. But if you're just spamming them, or you are just sending them marketing promo day in day out, then the click through rate is really very low. And if they don't know you, your number would be just be blocked. Yeah. So it depends on the database.
Now there's a question from Megha. Can we
Mhm.
send a message to several contacts at a time?
So what you can do is, Mega, here the trick is, create multiple broadcast, and then at a time you can send it to 5 broadcasts. So if the broadcast is say for 256, which is the limit, right? Limit in the broadcast. So at a time you're actually sending it to the 1,000 people. But again, what are you sending it? Whom are you sending it? Makes sense. You have to take a step back and see what you are actually sending in that message. What is the content of that message, and how it will be perceived by the audience. But yeah, this is a trick. At a time you can send it to almost 1,000 people across. Yeah.
Sounds good. So with that, I'll take next one. Chirag
Sure.
has asked, promotion on WhatsApp with chatbot, is it the new trend picking up?
100%. You will see automation. The next big thing right now would be automation with bots. Sending messages over Facebook Messenger, sending messages over WhatsApp, sending messages when you are on any website, or any social media. That is a trend which is going to pick up very very soon. Making it personalized, quick replies, and talking to your customer. Like, don't just let them leave the window without communicating to you. Yeah, communicating with you. So yeah, that's the trend.
Thanks for that answer. Now, the next one is from Chanda. How to promote local e-newspaper or local magazine through WhatsApp? Like we normally set the issue highlights, etc. But any other way?
Yeah, so Chanda, what you can do is, once you have your newspaper out, you can create it a mini catalog kind of thing, and then you can share that link all over social media, and below that message, you can again share the link of your WhatsApp number. So it is actually a cycle, your catalog being shared all over the WhatsApp, all over the social media, and coming back to you on social WhatsApp Messenger. So think about using stories, think about using catalogs, and think about how you can leverage a broadcast for the same. And I'm sure you will have a better viewer rate. Yeah.
So there is another question by Anurag. What is permission-based
Hmm.
marketing through WhatsApp? It's a different question, I believe.
So yeah. So permission is where you are actually asking the audience or your receiver, that is it okay if I keep sending you message. It can be as simple as, you know um, reply thumbs up if you are okay me sending you the message. So taking actually a permission, respecting their privacy, right? WhatsApp is very private kind of messenger. uh, you are messaging a person there, so you can ask them for permission, that is that okay if I message you, and then you send them a content. Either it can be through APIs, it can be through you sending them personally, or it can be through bots or anything. But it's basically giving them respect and asking their permission if you are if they are okay you sending them a message. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's a good elaborated answer. The next question is from Atul. Can you please explain the auto answer feature, away message for specific most preferred question?
So away message is mainly used when you are not using your mobile. Okay, that's why it's called away message, right? You are away from your mobile, that's why you have a feature which you can set, that you can share away message. So how you can use it is, you can actually write about your profession, give your personalized personalized touch, that hey, I am a digital geek or something like that. And then you take them, which is the next best option. Like if in your presence I have to communicate to your business partner, like say for example you are a laptop vendor. I want a laptop, I want to know the feature, but you are not available to answer me the price or the feature of the laptop. So what you do is you write it in your away message, hey, I'm not using my phone, you can talk to my friend Vaibhav, his number is this, he is reachable, and you can ask them a question. Okay, thank you, regards, Atul. So as a receiver, I know that you are not available right now, and if I want to get my query solved about your product or service, I have to contact Vaibhav for the same. So once it is like this, loha garam hai to hathoda maar do kind of. So if I am impatient to buy a product, I want the answer right now, right, to make a purchase. So sharing Vaibhav's number, your partner's number, is equally important, because if I'm a customer, I want to close right now, I want the information, that's it, period. So that is how away message will actually help you to build, not to lose your customers, even if you are not using your phone. Yeah. So I hope it helps.
That was a nice answer, and I like the word digital geek. Great.
Thank you.
So now another question by Vishal again. How
Mhm.
can we do sales promotions over WhatsApp? That is marketing, sales, and purchase at the same time.
So actually, Vishal, WhatsApp business app helps you to reduce your, your sales cycle tremendously. What you can do is, if your product is, say, a cupboard, or say any furniture, a chair, okay, and you are selling it on Amazon, you want more sale on Amazon, what you can do is, you can create a catalog, write about that specific chair or a table or a furniture, give description, all the FAQs should be covered in your description. There is an option where you can share a link. Okay, so what you can do is, if you are selling it on Amazon, pick that link and put it on your WhatsApp catalog. So if I am a customer, what I will do is, I approached you for furniture, I saw your catalog, I liked it, I want to buy it, I am going to Amazon, I'm making a purchase, and product is coming to my place. You don't even have to communicate with me here. I just picked up your number from some group, visited your profile, got to Amazon, ordered the product, and sales cycle was finished. In this whole cycle, you don't have to be present. As in, I'm not communicating to you as a person. I'm just using your WhatsApp business, and your sales process is closed. Right? So this is how you can leverage WhatsApp business to make more sales. Yeah, I hope it helps.
Sounds good. So another question I can take from Megha is
Mhm.
how to send personalized broadcast message.
So Mega, there are third-party apps which helps you to create personalized messages. WhatsApp, as of now, does not has that feature of making it more personalized and sending a broadcast message. So you will have to leverage from a third-party apps. There are many apps available on Play Store. You can just Google it. Yeah.
So let me take this one from Avishek. Can
Yeah.
I operate it from web WhatsApp? Adding people or making broadcast groups, or I shall have to use mobile for that?
Unfortunately, we don't have that feature on what web WhatsApp. You have to use only mobile to create broadcast or adding people. You can actually create a group on WhatsApp using web WhatsApp, but not the broadcast or adding people. That you will have to do it manually, or there are third party apps which you will have to leverage to do that act.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So any more questions? Yes, I can see one. So
Okay.
Chanda is asking, in broadcast message, if my number is saved in the
Hmm.
other person's phone, then only he can get the message, right?
Yes, definitely. And your audience have to save your number to actually receive the broadcast. So that is why the permission thing comes into the picture. So when you first message you send it a personalized message and request them to save your number. What you can also do is share your V card in that first personalized message, saying that just click off the button and you can save my number. Okay, make the task easier for your customer, so they can save your number and you can then add them to your sales funnel. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you for that.
Thank
Now,
you.
another question from Vivo. What are new features that are coming in?
Oh, so as of now, there are many features which are coming in. The first, I think, they will leverage is shop, which also Instagram is coming up now. They are directly hoping that the e-com Instagram can be converted into m-com. You can directly shop from Instagram. So I think slowly and gradually we will see that in WhatsApp business as well. Major thing I look out is also payment gateway thing. WhatsApp might have feature for payment. Now you can actually purchase. It is already acting like a mini CRM for you. So and GPS. So I think when once if the ad features are started in future ever, your GPS tracking would be geo tagging ad in the future. So yeah, those are the major feature I think would which we'll see in the near future.
Okay, so do we have any other questions from the viewers? It looks like this is one. Well, Nikita, like one
Yeah.
question for you. Like I am also a marketer, so I
Yeah.
can't let you
Okay.
go before that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
different tools are there. We are connected to different platforms. WhatsApp is most convenient for all ages.
Correct.
I see we get bombarded by various service providers, companies from B2B I expect, from B2C I expect as well. My only
Correct.
thing is, do you think by brands adopting WhatsApp marketing strategy, are we overwhelming the consumers?
So I don't think so. It would be overwhelming because even a customer has a choice whether to actually to receive those message or not. Like we can easily block them, right? The companies are actually now trying to be more personalized. They want to connect. I mean, really connect with their customer. They want to learn about their customer. What are their preferences, what are their behavior, what are their interests. So that is the reason why companies are adopting WhatsApp marketing. But at the same time, consumer still will have a choice to whether to take those information or block them or not to talk them, not to talk with them. So we always have a choice.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for the answer.
No problem. Yeah.
So, Ashish, maybe you would like to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, today is a very important day because today we are going to learn something. I mean, we are learning something. Today, there is no global gyan and there is no chit chat, but to learn. So, I guess we are just about to finish the first session,
Yeah.
which was on WhatsApp marketing. And second topic will be on graphic designing. About
Absolutely.
WhatsApp marketing, see, WhatsApp is a part of our life.
Correct.
Almost all the smartphone in India having this app. But not only the marketing
Correct.
professional, but everybody else. And we can use WhatsApp in our small businesses, professional profiles, like that.
Correct.
So maybe next
True.
week we will have a next session with Nikita again.
Sure.
So I'll ask the viewers to be ready with your queries. Maybe this week you must have do some, playing around with WhatsApp tricks and tools. So next week, be ready with your questions. So Nikita, what's your
Sure.
hashtag? Ask Nikita,
Yes, ask Nikita.
and
Wow.
where we can connect you on LinkedIn and what are the other platforms?
So I run a Facebook community called Digital
Okay.
Marketing for Women Entrepreneurs because I am on a
Mhm.
mission of helping 10,000 women entrepreneurs. Right.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. Great.
I always, every Thursday, I have this session, Ask Nikita. If
All
any
right.
queries related to anything, you can just go and find me on Facebook.
Great. Great. We'll do that. So
Yeah.
you can use our
Thank.
platform also. Also for
Yeah,
marketing.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Thank you, Ashish.
Uh,
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you
Nikita.
for your time.
See, about graphic designing, as marketing professionals, we have to interact with the graphic designers every day. Not only the
Correct.
marketing professionals, but these days, everyone. Can we have Shilia? Welcome. Hi, Sushil.
Yeah.
Hi, all.
So yes,
Hi.
I was just telling this that these days, not only the marketing professionals, but everyone needs a design to post on social media. We have so many thoughts in our mind to share with our network, but due to lack of knowledge, we can't do this. So for this, we have Susheel Ivan from Chennai, a celebrated director, a graphic director, who will teach us today the graphic design, the ABC of graphic designing. How to start it? Okay,
Yeah,
and this is very important to job search also. This is very important. Skill to be this should be mentioned on the our CV. Okay, so today is the first episode. Don't miss it. Okay. So I'll request to our viewers, please share it your friends and family. Okay, ask them to come on the World of Marketing Network on a YouTube or Facebook page live. So yeah, so yes, Shahil, you please carry on.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
okay. So, hi, all. Hi, viewers. Hope you are enjoying the last session of having a. It was a very elaborated session previously about the tricks of WhatsApp marketing. So that is about technology, and here I am here to, give an experience of creating your own design. People used to they always used to wonder how these designs are made, and now everyone can make it by yourselves. Okay, so this is the first episode of my series on enrich your creativity through graphic design. So I just want to explain something. I mean, I want to give a definition about graphic design. Okay, so what is graphic design? it's a craft, it's a process, it's an implementation, okay, of a communication visually. Okay, so what you want to communicate, it will be visually communicated. Okay, so basically I would say it as a communication solving proposal. Okay, because anything that is being communicated, if it connects with visual, it'll be easily understood. Okay, so it is like not only for marketers or aged person, even small kids, they'll be enjoying communicating visually. For example, if you see for a born baby, for example, after 3 months, okay, I've experienced many babies, they used to the parents, they buy them a book, for example, a touch and feel book. Yeah, so a baby touch and feel book. Okay, so it is about colors and shapes. Okay, this is also about graphic designing only. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So this touch and feel book, it is about colors and shapes. So even a small kid, they will be starting learning graphic design. So, and again, when you go into alphabets, okay, so each alphabet, for example, they will say A for apple. How they will recognize the letter A? It is graphically implemented in the book. Okay, it is in the shape. It is in the shape of something like a triangle with a cut triangle with a small strike in the middle. It's A, and how it has been visually, it will be shown. It is shown in a shape of a round, that is apple. Okay, so again, so from small kids, they will understand. They will learn graphic designing. So on my knowledge, okay, from my small age, I'm learning graphic designing, and technology is something different. Technology has grown up very intensively. That helps us to create our own design very easily. Okay, so and we are the one. We are the I mean the graphic designers are the one who is implementing these graphics to make the children to learn very easily. Okay. So graphic designing, uh, uh, it is it is briefly said as it is a craft of creating a visual content. Okay, this by communicating, by applying certain elements of design. Okay, for example, typography, visual hierarchy, page layout, colors, photography, iconography. So this is what graphic designing usually says. So let's see how graphic design emerged. Okay, who invented it? There is no invention for graphic design. Okay, graphic design, there's no invention for graphic. It is not a technology. It is from our mind, from our creativity. It is born. When human beings are being created, graphic design, the design also got created, and someone gave the name as graphic design. Okay, so let's see how the history evolves. Okay, so it has been 38,000 BC. Okay, so these are the cave paintings. What they say, they have just invented it. Okay, they have invented these cave paintings, and it has been carbon tested, and it has been 38,000 BC, years ago. Okay, is it true? Yeah, it is true. It is true. And these symbols are graphical implementation, graphical communication to other people. Okay, maybe for the future, or maybe their neighbors, or their, or to God, whatever it is. Okay, these people, they have just put their hands, and they've created some kind of a graphical communication to the world. They want to say something to the world. This is how it has been emerged. It has been 38,000 BCE. Before 38,000 BCE, it has been uh, created. Okay, so next. Okay, so after that, many generations crossed, many centuries crossed, people came into civilization. Okay, small civilization, it got derived. And then if you see Egyptian civilization is one of the very earlier civilization we have learned. So here they have started wall carvings, okay, communicating through carvings, okay, and these scripts are called as hieroglyphics script. It has been emerged between 3150 and 2613 BCE, and then it is Sumerian written language. It has been evolved from the Egyptian hieroglyphics. Uh, like it is an improvisation. It's an improvisation from Egyptian language. It has been derived in the year of 3300 and 3000 BCE in the countries of Mesopotamia, that is nearby somewhere around Egypt. So, and later on, people were learning, they were researching things like that. And then after the Common Era, it came between 200 and 1040. The Chinese printing started. Okay, we would have learned about Chinese. They are having lots of records on creating different printing techniques. Okay, so this is how they have started it. Okay, it is a wooden carving. Basically, they have started doing printing in wooden materials with inks and things like that. And then came the medieval calligraphy. It was basically from eastern countries. Yeah. So it is from the it's a Islamic calligraphy drawing. They started it around 700 Common Era period. Um, so this is the first time calligraphy is being introduced to the world on making language. It can be scripted like this also, with some designs around, and they are made into wall panels, and they are put to several mosques and things like that. And then comes the European art. So European art is one of the famous one. We all they have created a different revolution on making logos. Okay, you have heard about logos, logo designs, and they have started to create different logos for their kingdoms. Okay, to resemble each kingdom, they have created different logos. For example, if you see these are the logos which is being created for different kingdoms. It will be stitched or embroidered in their flags, in their armors, in their dresses, in their what do you say, like curtains and everywhere. Okay, just to resemble that the kingdom. Whenever they used to go to a wall, they will be having a big flag with these logos embroidered in there. And then many years around after 300 years, 400 years, a new revolution started on graphic design. That is invention of press. Okay, so this is the first press. It is by 1439. Okay, Johannes Gutenberg, he invented the first press. Okay, it's a printing press. So now we are having papers in our hand. This is because Gutenberg invented press. He started. It's a big machine. Previously, there's a big process done over there. Nowadays, we are having a very small machine in our home, and we'll take prints over there. But previously, within by 1400 BC, I mean AD, it was a big process. If they want to take one paper, it will take several hours. They have to take a negative, and then they have to make a positive. There are lots of processes there. And then by late for the 1400s, the first logos are being invented. So logos again, it has been taken from the European art. They have evolved. Why not we print these logos in papers? Okay, that is how these logos are being invented. So this is after this press invention of Gutenberg's press, these logos have been created. It is an evolution, basically. So in 1620s, the first print advertisement it got released. So they were searching. They were just thinking what we'll do with this press, because it's just we are just printing it. We are giving to people, and what we are going to do with this press. And the marketers, they were just thinking, why not we market our product through advertisements, through these kind of print advertisements. And the first print advertisement is being released in 1620s. And then in 1837, it is again a new evolution for printing press. It's called as chromolithography. The first time colors were being used for printing things in paper. Usually, previously, it is not only paper. They used to have different mediums. Nowadays, we are using mostly of papers only. Previously, they used to have animal skins, and then cloths, and then fiber, what do you say, wood. Wherever it is possible, they used to print. So this after chromolithography came, they started to print only in cloth and paper. And then yes, yeah. So in 1903, they started. These kind of technology started to grow up very very fastly. In the 19th century, technology has evolved lots of things. Many things it started growing on 19th and 20th century. So the first graphic design agency is been showcased in 1903. It is in Austria, basically, a German neighbor country. So, and here's the person. His name is who invented the term graphic design. So, yeah. So his name is William Addison Wiggins. He's an American, and he is the one who termed the word called as graphic design for the designers to do designs. So this is how this is the history of designing, graphic designing, and then later on it has been the environment of graphic designing has been changed. The trend has totally changed to a different notion. The technology has evolved a lot. The technology has become every year you can see a new technology that has been boomed up. Okay, for example, when we see there is something called this lithography press was there, and then came offset press came, and then came laser print came, and then came nowadays people are having very very small machines to print things. And even when I started my graphic designing profession, I was working in a very big machine. I was having around a computer. Basically, it's a computer, and that computer should have a workstation. It will be around. It costs around 60,000-70,000, and it needs a very big space. I need a big table, and I need a very open space to work on it. Else, the heat will be heavy, and the system gets stuck. And they were only 2 MB RAM will be that is the highest RAM. And then if I want to go to a higher version, it will be very expensive. But nowadays, I can see mobile applications where it is used for designing. I can see poster makers there. And today I was just checking on this app store, and I can see something from a reputed company, Adobe. They have introduced mobile version for Illustrator. It has been 2 years past. They have introduced. I mean, they have released over there. So the technology is very, it has grown very vast. Okay, it has been extended. Okay, but how we use in our profession, that matters. So using mobile apps to create graphical designs, that won't work professionally. Okay, I can use. I mean, someone can use it. Okay, just to post it in a WhatsApp. Okay, for WhatsApp to personally you can do, but not professionally. There are certain elements are there. Certain elements are there to for doing a graphic design. Okay, so I will explain some of the elements of graphical design. Graphic design. Okay. So,
Sushil sir, I have a question.
yeah.
Can you
Yes.
please recommend our viewers? Do we need to get some certain kind of a computer or software? So that we can also learn while watching you,
Okay.
kind of experiment.
Yeah. Of course, we need to get a computer. We can get nowadays computer that is not much expensive and all. Some 8 GB computer with an i3 processor is enough for basic graphic designing. It costs around 20-25K. You can purchase it very easily. It is not
Okay.
costing much and all. But softwares are costing much actually, because we have to. There are a couple of softwares are there which we have to buy it, because only if you buy it you can use it very easily. Else somehow the software companies, they will find it out and they will put a fine. Then you have to pay much more than the cost of the software. So I'll show the
That's what I'm
software,
saying.
what are the software
Yeah,
we can use.
like today you are explaining more on a free side. Okay, so next week we will start doing some kind of a practical,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just I'm just showing you. Yeah, there are two
Okay, all
softwares
right.
are there. Yeah, because it is in my subject today. Okay, these
Okay.
are the two companies. They are producing good designing softwares that we are using for many years. For example, they are graphic designers are using for more than 2 decades, 3 decades. Basically, they are from 1980s. They are using this Adobe and CorelDRAW software. It is
Okay.
there are many versions. Around more than 20 versions are there for both the softwares. And for I'll be teaching you the Adobe softwares, basically the Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. Okay, if you learn these three, and you can learn CorelDRAW also, because they are similar, basically. Some only the
Okay.
interface will be different, but they are similar softwares. Okay, so
And I guess CorelDRAW needs they are required to in printing more or less. So for
uh,
designing, Adobe is enough.
Illustrator and CorelDRAW, they are similar. Adobe Illustrator and CorelDRAW are similar
Okay.
softwares. Yeah, so they are
Mhm.
similar softwares. So doesn't matter. And Illustrator is a globally used, much globally used software. And
Yeah,
CorelDRAW in
these days.
India it is
Mhm.
very much popular, CorelDRAW, but companies abroad, from European companies and all, they usually used to use yeah, Adobe Illustrator. Even nowadays in India also they are using much Illustrator, but both are similar only. CorelDRAW and
Okay.
Illustrator.
Okay.
It is about the interface, how we are using, how we are practicing things, and whatever we are learning now. It is like learning and going doesn't. It is not going to solve your problem. You have to practice. Okay,
You
each
have
day
to
you have
practice.
to
Correct.
practice. Yeah, you have to practice.
Yes.
Just like playing a music instrument. If you learn music instrument, you have to practice. You have to practice at least for 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay, so and this is an interesting subject, because you will you can create colors, you can create designs, you can
Exactly.
draw yourselves in it. Okay,
You know,
you can see applications where it will convert your face into a cartoonic face and things like that. But here you can make different shapes also. You can make you can feel yourself differently. Okay, just like that. So it's an interesting topic, basically, because when you go inside deep and deep, it will be very interesting, and people won't I have taught many, around 200 students. I've taught these softwares actually and
great.
they are much happy. At least they're not everyone can't go into the professional, because they are into different fields already.
Okay.
But they are much happy that they have learned. At least now they can design themselves. And somehow some even one of my marketing friend, Chirag, but he learned Photoshop and Illustrator from me. Now he is using it, and
Great.
usually he used to get help from me. Nowadays he's not taking much help. Sometimes he himself he'll solve it, just like that.
I tried. I tried to learn it, but I could not do it do that. So
No,
I'm
no.
using Canva to design
Surely,
it.
you just follow the series. You will learn it.
We'll do that.
It's a
Yeah.
very it is like drawing in your notebook. That's it. How
Oh,
you draw in
okay.
the notebook, you're going to draw in the computer. But in the sense, there are some elements are there which you have to follow. That I am coming to those elements. Okay, so let's see. I don't
Yeah.
want to. Yeah. So this is the first element. Naveen, don't stop the screen sharing. Yeah. Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes. We are seeing.
Okay. So this is the first element. Okay, for graphic design, this is the first element for graphic design. So it's a line basically. Okay, what is line? Okay, it is like we used to draw lines. As I said you. Okay, it is drawing in kind of drawing in a notebook. Okay, and this is the basic element of designing. Okay, and here in graphic design, line means it is from one end to the other end. Okay, that is the line. Okay, so you start from here and you will end it here. That is the line. Okay, so we have different lines are there. Okay, different kind of lines are there, and these lines are called as strokes. Strokes. Okay, these lines are called as strokes. Basically, we have strokes in pen or pencil. Okay, this basically strokes, and we have different kind of lines are there. So uh, it's a pen stroke, it's a dotted line, the dashed line, it's a paint brush line, it's a calligraphy line, it's a round edged line, and then you have something curved line. So in these with these lines we can start with it's a main element of a design. So with these lines only we can make shapes, we can draw your face, whatever it is. Okay, and the next one we have to see about is colors. Okay, so anything I'm telling something basic only by today. So by the next episodes everything will be
Sure, sure.
elaborated very nicely. Okay, so these are two types of colors we are using over here in India. So something called as RGB and something called as CMYK. So what is this RGB and CMYK? If you ask me, so RGB denotes red, green, and blue. CMYK denotes cyan, magenta, yellow, and K. It's a neutral. It's a black basically. So why it has been separated like RGB and CMYK? See, usually, as I said, it is printing process. It will take these colors CMYK. These are inks basically. Okay, four inks. When you combine, and it will become different colors. But RGB are used for digital versions, for mobiles, for projections, for those things. RGB is being used. Okay, so yeah, so RGB is used for websites, and then mobile applications, for Facebook post, or for movies, for photography, those things, and all we'll use RGB colors. Okay, and for printing, for any printing material, you have to go with CMYK colors. Okay, so why it is like that? Because these the light, when it combines, this will give only these combination will give RGB. Only these combination of lights are there. Okay, when you see what you say, sunlight. Okay, we will call this the rainbow colors, WIBGR. Okay, so those are the spectrum of colors, and those colors are derived from this RGB only, and not from CMYK. This is a kind of a combination of lights. Okay, and this CMYK is a combination of printing inks basically. Okay, so magenta ink, cyan color ink, and yellow color
Mhm.
ink. So these
Correct.
colors they will combine, and they will give different shades to your printing materials. So this is how the colors are being separated, and this is one of the major element of graphic design. And next come an interesting part. So shapes. Okay, so here, as I said, a line can create different shapes. Okay, so when you see here, you can see curved lines, and you can see straight lines. Okay, and again, all straight lines are there, and these are the shapes that we use to create different designs. Okay, different. So two different shapes will make a perfect structure. Basically, for example, when you say this circle can be converted into a human being's face. Okay, and this rectangle, when it be inverted and if we put it over here, it will become a body. Okay, and basically when you connect different shapes, and you can create a simple a structure that you really needed. So this is the third element of graphic design. The next one is space. Okay, what is the space? I just want to explain you. Whenever you see there is something called as a negative space. For example, you can see colors. Okay, you can see this example, everyone knows it. I think all the marketers should have known about it. There are two colors are there, basically a violet and an orange one. Okay, a blue and orange, what you can say. So here, if you see, other than this blue and orange, you can see the white space around. Okay, and here there is the concept. The white space will create a concept. Okay, where it is the fed is there, E and D has been combined, and E and X, there is one arrow is there. If you can see, this is the logo that explains things. Okay, this arrow is the one which is going to be shipped. It basically, it is logistics go forward. Okay, so FedEx Logistics, the logo resembles this space. Actually really needed. This is a negative space, what they used to call, which is not in the design, but this recognize a structure. Okay, so I'll give another one example. A postal design. Okay, so everyone would have been seen a Batman. Okay, so this is the structure of a Batman. It's a black in a yellow space. They have created a Batman structure in a black color. Okay, when it has been inverted, you can see this yellow. It will become it is showing a man's face. Okay, so this is the villain of Batman. If you can see, if you have seen some movies previously in 1990s, there's one movie was there about Batman. There's a villain called as Penguin. Okay, so this penguin's face has been in the yellow space. So this is how you have to work it out. Okay, so the black one and the remaining space, it is creating another one villain is there. Actually, here the space is not the yellow one, the black one, because this has been inverted. This has been inverted. This is the actual poster. This is a villain's poster, basically. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to the next element is texture. Okay, texture is what we call it as a background. Okay, background or the tone. Okay, if you are modeling what to say a leaf. Okay, you need a texture, and if you're modeling a wall, if you're modeling whatever it is, a skin. Okay, so you need a texture. So texture is basically a background which will be shaped to give a three-dimensional version of your design. And again, texture, if you see, it is not a uniformly structured thing. It can be in any shapes. For example, you can see different dots over here, different shapes of dots over here. You can see different curves over here. You can see the different edges over here. Okay, so this is what texture, and even the colors also, it will be, for example, here something, a black tone will be there, and here some light tone will be there. So it'll differs. Okay, and the other one version of this one is called as a pattern. Okay, pattern, it has been uniformly, it has been what you say, aligned. Okay, so if you see, it is only one design. Okay, this design is being aligned next to next. Okay, so this will create a pattern. So these patterns, if you see, many will be used in textile designs, and even in backgrounds also. Many some formal backgrounds, they will use patterns. Basically, if you see these designs, you can see in the different sari textiles and all, these patterns are used over there. So it is like that. And the next one, if you see, the next element is scale, size. Okay, so these are the terminologies you have to learn, actually, because size is what we usually used to say, and in design terminology we used to say the scale. Okay, scale. You have to scale the circle, means the scale will scaling means it will be making bigger. You have to resize it, rescaling it. It is something like that. Okay, so this is one element. So usually scaling elements, scaling design, that helps in composition. Okay, for example, when you see a image, okay, it will be in a long shot image. Okay, there's a man standing very very long. He'll be in a small size, and one who is nearby, he'll be in a bigger size. So that is a scaling. So we have, when we are composing a design, the scaling plays a major role on composing design, basically. Next one is dominance or emphasize. Okay, so what do you mean by dominance and the emphasis? Dominance is basically dominating the element. Here, I will simply say emphasizing the subject. Okay, so when you're having a subject, what is the subject of this photograph, of this of the tiger's photograph? Okay, the subject of this one is tiger. Okay, and remaining, if you see, these are the textures what we are having in the foreground and in the background. Okay, somewhere it has been blurred, somewhere in the foreground it is blurred, and somewhere some sharp images are there. So it has been a mix. How this emphasize, the dominance, it will work means you have to focus on the subject. Basically, the subject will be focused, and the foreground and the background will be used as a texture. Basically, this is how this dominance it will work. And these emphasize, these green color, the background, that will emphasize the subject, basically. So if you see another one, this is a photograph, and we come it as a design. Okay, so here some wordings are there. Therefore, let us stop passing judgment on one another. Okay, so when you see these two lines are the advice given over there, and one another, that is the subject over here. One another is the subject. Okay, so why they have given in different colors, and in the top you can see.
Okay, so still in first
Yeah.
image, this tiger image. So tiger, the face is the subject, right?
Tiger is the subject.
Okay, and in this second image, one another, that headline is
Headline.
the
Yeah.
subject.
Subject.
Okay,
Yeah.
and okay,
Mm.
and the tagline, what do you call that?
Therefore, let us stop. It's a caption. It's an
Caption.
caption, basically. It's a caption.
Okay,
I would set it as an advice. They have given us an advice. Therefore, let us stop passing judgment. Okay,
Mhm.
on one another. Okay, so
Okay.
it is basically, it's an advice given to everyone, one another. Okay, and these colors are different colors are used, and these colors, why they've given the top the same colors with some arrow mark. It is kind of a sharp element. It is coming down. Okay, and it has been trespassing everywhere. It is these one another. It resembles the top elements. Okay, these are the elements. These are the sharp things which has been trespassing everywhere. Okay, so that is why they are giving the captions. Therefore, let us stop passing judgment on one another. These one another is these elements. Instead of giving a pictorial representation of a human being, they have given some sharp images, because some people we know, they always trespass things. They will always pass judgment to different person. When we made wrong, they will just choose another one, and they will say, oh, he also did the same thing, I also do the same thing, like that. So that is what is given over here. And here, this one another resembles these elements. So this is basically an emphasis, a dominance. Okay, so dominance is, first they will see only these colors. These colors, it will resemble this one another. These words. You got me?
Yes. Got it.
Okay. Okay. So the next one is called as balance. Okay. Balance is something we always know. We have learned in, I think, in biology, I think so. It is symmetrical and asymmetrical, what we call. Okay, so here we have to choose our vision. Okay, there is something, if we are having a human body, we are basically, we are symmetrical. If you cut ourselves into two pieces, we'll be into two equal pieces. It is something like that. That is balance. and if you cut as a quarter and 3/4, then that will be a different shape. Okay, that is how these layouts are made. Basically, if you see this, it's called as an yin yang symbol. If you see this round, you have two shapes inside. Okay, two shapes, kind of a quotation mark. Okay, it's a quotation and an inverted quotation mark. Okay, they are basically symmetrical. So, and it has been kept it in a symmetrical balance version. And if you see this one, it is not symmetrical. Basically, it is when you see uh, it's a shadow over here, and it's a bite over here. This apple has two elements. One is a shadow and one is a bite. Okay, but it is not symmetrical. But when you see, the balance is same only, because when you see it includes this space. When you see this space, that element which I said earlier, the space, no, the space is being included over here to create the balance for this image. And the final one is typography. Okay,
Typography.
yeah, typography is one which thing that we all have to implement in any design uh, nowadays. Okay, for this is mainly for marketers. Okay, how the typography it's going to be, what are the fonts we'll be using. Okay, there are different kind of many fonts are there. Which fonts, what it resembles, how it will be what is it, seen to the end customer, consumer, whatever it is. Okay, the viewers, how they see. For example, when I see this one, back to basics, it is kind of a funky font, but again there is some seriousness is there in the colors they have used in typography. So
Okay.
typography is one of the main element in graphic design, which we'll be using further, always further.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll end this session by this
What is
typography,
the
the
what
elements
is
of
the
the graphic design.
homework?
Homework. So homework is you have to see designs. Okay, you can see newspapers, you can see magazines, you have Google. You have to search on, you have to just keep on researching on different designs, whatever the elements I've said you, the line, the texture, the scaling, the balance, everything you have to research in different images. You have to note it down, what and all, how the space has been set over there, how the scaling has been there, how the dominance, what is the dominance in an image, how they have used the lines to make a shape, what texture is there in the background, is it a pattern or a texture, how the typography, how big the font is there, everything you have to check and you have to note it down. And then in the next session you have to ask me questions on that one. So if you have any doubts on the designs here, I don't think so you'll be having doubts what I taught, because you would have not understood that properly, because there are lots of things are there. Only if you see many designs, you will understand these subjects. I will post a note.
A question.
Yeah.
Just a very simple, basic question. I mean, I'm not a graphic designer, but a lot of viewers, or maybe youngsters, or maybe experienced professional, would like to know what it takes to be a good graphic designer. Do you need to have any basic creativity, maybe at art, maybe at mind?
Okay. Yeah, see, creativity is not like you have to learn. Okay, it'll be in every mind. Okay, each person have their own creativity. Okay, because if you see designs also, every designer won't design the same designs. Okay, everyone have their own style. Okay, so when you take a graphic designer, okay, when you take a graphic designer, first of all you have to evolve yourself whether this graphic designer, is he worth to you, is his style is coping up with you. Okay, because I have attended many interviews previously. Okay, some interviews I failed because they don't like my style. Okay, but some people they just appreciate it, and it is totally opposite from there. Okay, because they loved my designs very much. Okay, it is like that. It is creativity, it doesn't matter. Okay, each person has their own. For example, Ashish will be having a different creative, mind, Yashmi will be having a different creative mind, Nikita will be having a different creative mind, and
Exactly, exactly.
whoever asked a question, he'll be having a different mind. Okay, it is. And if you ask me, okay, for example, you ask me if you are asking me to make a design for you, okay, but you like only two-dimensional images, okay, but I do only three-dimensional images, okay, differs. Okay, so it differs about you need to choose who you need. Okay, it is nothing about creativity. Everyone has their own creativity. Everyone can draw. Everyone can learn. Okay, so creativity is in your mind only.
Absolutely. Thank you for the
Susheel,
answer.
till the next session, next Sunday. I
Mhm.
mean, our viewers, how do we connect? I mean, what is the
Yeah,
way?
I'm giving. I'll be posting a note, PDF content. Okay,
Okay.
a content in
Uh-huh.
our page. Okay, in World of Marketing by tomorrow. Okay, so it is to be shared to our viewers where they have to have a workshop kind of. I mean, they have to have do their homework basically. Okay, so for the next
That's what
session,
I'm saying. Yes.
they will get prepared,
And
and
if
then.
they have any query, they can connect you on your Facebook page or WhatsApp marketing Facebook page
Yeah,
or
yeah, WhatsApp marketing and
YouTube
Facebook page,
Facebook
that
page,
will be enough.
and then you have to answer it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Mm. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So I think Ashish and Nikita, Sushil, thanks you all. I believe we are running short of time at this time. So should we plan another episode where we can have your presence and can have some guidelines and teaching techniques for the audience? Yes, Ashish?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Yasmin.
Sure.
And thanks everyone for this session.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank our guests, Nikita VORA and Susheel Ivan. Nikita
Thank you.
is a professional digital marketer, and she trained people and corporate professionals to use WhatsApp marketing and digital marketing. But since she
Correct.
agreed to come on, she's a member of World of Marketing. That's why she agreed to come on WOMCAST to share her knowledge and wisdom,
True.
and that too
Thank you.
free for World of Marketing.
Of course, Ashish, it was quite due. Coming from you, I have to do it.
Okay, Susheel, I won't take much time. Okay.
Yeah.
Sushil is also a creative director who agreed to appear on a WOMCAST to share his skills. So thank you, Sushil.
Yeah.
After the entire series, we will do a test, maybe
Mm,
after 2 3 weeks, and
mm.
provide the certificates. We have the plan,
Sure.
so we'll
Sure.
work on
Sure.
it. Okay. So, friends, it was the first episode. We will keep coming with new technology and learning under the banner of SkillCast. So for the next Sunday, we'll be learning. We'll be learning Sunday. I mean, for every Sunday for Word of Marketing, it will be a learning Sunday.
Learning
So
Sunday.
where you will learn, yeah, where you will learn something. Okay. So I believe,
Learn.
yeah, I believe after a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, many of us would be a pro in graphic designing and video editing. Especially next
Yeah.
is video editing. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. We'll do it. Yeah.
And
So
next few things on the free WOMcast, like email marketing, Instagram marketing, MailChimp, and other aspects of digital marketing. So
okay.
I request to all viewers, please subscribe our channel on YouTube and like our page on Facebook if you want to get the notification of upcoming events and also want to connect with Nikita and Susheel, okay, for
Yes.
any query.
Yes. Yes.
And I also request you to invite your friends and family to subscribe and participate in this knowledge journey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Yes.
so at last, see, in the world of marketing, we believe marketing is a very noble thing, and it's a very great profession. Our agenda is marketing for everyone. So I would like to thanks for our backend team and our creative director, Mr. Naveen Thakur, and support team, Mr. Chirag. I want to thank Yashmin for coordinating this event. Thanks, Yashmin.
My pleasure.
Want to thank Neelam and Parichai Parvesh for social media support, and Neelam Sheikh for all those creatives and coordinating for to make it happen. Uh, Thanks, guys. It would
Thank you
not
so
be
much. Thank
possible
you so much.
without your active participation. Okay. So with this note, We'll meet up next week, same time, same platform, YouTube and Facebook Live, Facebook page live. Yes.
Yes.
So
Thank
thank
you
you.
all. Thank you.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
meeting you all.